You should do the intro, bro.
I'm Frederick.
Yeah. Well, I'm Ezekiel. Yeah, we need to think of some kind of snappy intro, bro. We need something. But we're still working on it, you know, second episode over here. Talk to me, bro. What you been up to today?
You know, just chilling, man. Trying to just get things done. The way that, you know, suits my life. You know, taking care of myself. You know, health and those types of basic things.
What's on your mind tonight, bro?
Well, actually, what's on my mind is, man, what's your purpose, man? What do you feel like your purpose is in life?
Oh, that's easy for me. It's definitely music. No doubt about it.
Well, why music, and what do you feel like? What do you think about music, and what message do you want to push?
I think a lot of things about music. That's great. Well, okay. So first of all, I know that it definitely has something to do with music because I have like an obsessive compulsive like thing going on with music, bro. Like I wake up and it's like the first thing I think about. I think about it all day long, and I literally like have dreams about all kinds of shit. I work on it all day long, you know, so it's very obvious to me. There's some kind of something there, and I just have a very strong passion for it, and whenever I'm doing it, it never feels like work or anything like that.
Right.
I think that music is a really good expression of the soul, and I think it's cool that you know, my best wouldn't be your best. Like if you start rapping a lot, then, you know, everyone has a different voice, which I think is really cool. You know, like no one can sound like you if you try to sound unique, you know? And as far as message goes, man, like it's pretty crazy because I feel like my skill set isn't where I want it to be able to have the kind of messages that I want to portray, because that like really requires, I mean, you can start somewhere, you gotta start somewhere for sure, but you know, I want to get into like eventually when I get better at it, like type of storytelling type of things. That would be dope. But just, you know, you got to be careful with music. It is really powerful. So that question in general is really intense because I do feel like music has the ability to influence people, and, you know, it sets a certain vibe. So, I mean, like, I've thought about it before, like if you make like really intense music, like there are people probably doing drugs to your music. There are people like, you know, depending on what kind of vibe you have, it's like it fits the vibe of what people are doing, you know? So if you make like really violent music, I mean, there are literally people that could have been like literally murdered or like doing all kinds of shit to your music, you know, which is weird to think about. And
well, yeah, you know, that's why, you know, it goes kind of to the intention of what do you want. You know, I feel like you always got people that are unique, but for the most part, your music is going to be the intent. You talk about the vibe. Well, I feel like the intention is going to control the vibe. So if you had good intention, or if you had bad intention, whatever, or a certain intention, then that's the vibe that, you know, will eventually come out if anybody actually pays attention, and an extended time gives your music time, you know. I can tell if a person's trying to teach me something, or I can tell if a person's trying to be egotistical, or I can tell if a person... and I can't tell these things right off the bat, but if I was to listen to it for, 20 minutes, I get the overall feel of, you know, what, because to me, that's a long time to be listening to a song or a couple songs, 20-30 minutes.
For sure. That's like a whole project.
Cause like, bro, no, I was gonna say though, if I listen to like, say for you listen to like 2 songs in 30 minutes, that means you replayed it like each probably 3 times.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Probably.
You gotta already be a fan at that point.
Well, you know, it just means that, you know, something intrigued you about it, right? To want to replay and see how it feels, you know, on a second listen, on a third listen.
There is like definitely like, can you still hear me good?
Yeah.
Okay. There is definitely like kind of something to be said though also, like I do believe that there is some, I mean, I don't know how to put this. It is kind of a character in some ways. I mean, less so with some people, but I mean, there are people that have like alter egos going on. There are people that have like certain personas that they get on the mic, or like some people like realistically, like I listen to someone like
it's usually demonic though. If it's a whole alter ego.
Well, I don't know. It's weird because
it should be just you and your actual purpose.
Well, it's confusing because so like certain beats drag certain vibes out of you.
Well, then, but even then, even if it doesn't match the vibe of your own person, and it only matches the vibe of some alter ego, who is that alter ego? You need to be asking yourself that question, like, why is there alter ego? Also, there's a thing like, I mean, and what's the purpose like, of the alter ego?
A storytelling aspect too, like of it all, like, you know, like someone like, say Big L back in the day, you know, like he had very detailed stories of like all kinds of shit. And like even rappers today, like I don't think like 90% of them are doing the stuff they rap about. Because literally if they did, they'd be locked up probably, you know?
Yeah, I can't say, you know.
I mean, because all these drill rappers, bro, they're getting locked up when they rap about the shit they do.
Yeah, you know, case by case, but I would definitely say it still goes back to what you want to do with it and your intention. So,
well, see, that's why it goes back to also, like, I don't think I'm at the skill level that I want to be at yet. So I need to keep working because.
But what is the intention of what are you trying to convey? What are you trying, like in the music you've already made, what is some of the thing you want people to think when they listen? It is
kind of trippy because the way that I made music, at least for the last year or two, which in the grand scheme of things with my entire music career, it is not very long, honestly, but the way I make music now is very emotion based. So like I don't even write anything anymore. I just kind of freestyle and like freestyle a bar or two at a time and kind of piece it together. But I really make sure to have like the raw emotion going. So like really, I think the main thing that I've been trying to go for lately is just honesty and being myself as much as possible, because I know a lot of people are.
And who is that? How do you describe yourself?
Well, that's the eternal journey of trying to find who you are, bro. It's hard to, you know.
What do you think about yourself?
Well, I know that, see, that is a tough question because first of all, there's what you think of you, there's who you see in your mind, and then there's who you actually are, and then there's what other people think about you.
Yeah, well, talk about at least one of those.
Well, I think most people are too, but I feel like I kind of have a lot of different aspects to my personality, to be real. I mean,
not personality, like who actually are you, man? Like what kind of person are you, and like what do you think makes you? I think
that the best way
what do you think defines you? What do you think defines you?
man, honestly.
What's something in your something that you have done in your life that you feel like kind of is a good representation of probably your entire character? Like, what's a couple things that really you think say the most about you?
Well, I haven't really been able to have the impact that I want to have yet, but I would love to.
I mean, like, what is it about? What says the most about you, though? Like, I'm talking about to you, not to others.
Well, I definitely have something about me that I definitely don't give up. I'm very persistent, because, I mean, you've seen me, bro. Like, I'm still making music. I know you remember me rapping.
I agree with that.
Fucking, like, 15 years ago, bro. How many mixtapes have I dropped? Like, even though not many people are listening, I mean, I'm still going, so I'm definitely
persistent. And what are you persistently after?
Well, one aspect of it is just the art of making music in general. I want to make the best music I possibly can. You know, I want to be literally the best I can be. So, I mean, to do that, you just got to keep getting better and better and better. And that's why I make so much music, because every single song, like, I feel like it's like like every song you get a little bit better if you try to get better. And there, like how I said lately, I've been focusing on honesty when I grab the mic. Like, it's like every time you make a song, you have to go in with a deliberate purpose or you won't get better. But you really have to focus on specific areas. Like, if I want to get better at speed rap, then that's the only thing I need to focus on for a while, So really, it's like you have to focus on one aspect of rapping at a time. So really just everyone has like a mental block when it comes to being honest. And some people have less of it than others. You have almost none of it, bro, which is why I feel like you would actually be a good rapper if you rapped. Because
I have almost none of what?
You have no filter. You say whatever the fuck you think. Literally. I know it's probably gotten you in trouble before, for sure. I'd love to talk about some of those stories. But, I mean, it definitely is good to, like, because see, the whole thing, like, a lot of times, and in my family too, bro, like, sometimes you just aren't supposed to say the truth. You're not supposed to really be 100%, and you're almost kind of rewarded for not telling the truth a lot of times, because telling the truth stirs up the pot and it makes drama happen, and shit. So, like, depending on how bad that is in your family, that can affect how good you are at being honest, and then how close you are to being yourself. If every time you were yourself, you were told,
well, that's the thing. You can't be your 100% self if you can't tell the 100% truth.
Exactly. So that's why I feel like freestyling and just letting go. First of all, when you have the raw emotions, it makes you way more believable on the track. But second of all, like, it makes what you say very pure from the heart. And if people can tell you're talking from your heart. But
what it sounds like is that your family raised you to not tell the whole truth.
Well, it's really just like walk on eggshells, bro. Like, if there's some drama and something happens.
And look, actually, a lot of people.
I think that's pretty normal.
What you just said right there was actually some really good honesty, and I give you a lot of credit for saying that, because that sounded very real.
Yeah.
And because obviously, you and I have had discussions about how we could be, how we can honestly attack certain situations, and you were just like, whoa, man, I don't feel like anybody's ready for that.
Yeah.
And like, but I was just trying to say, man, I mean, there's only one way to get to the truth, or get to the better side. To get to the better side of a situation, it always requires getting past the truth. And you think that I don't have any filter. It's more so of me just being ready to get to the better side of things, because if everything stays in the dark, there is gonna be really no transition to a better time or a better day. You're not gonna see the other side of the rainbow until you get past that moment of truth. And it is tough. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Truth
but
hurts.
at the end of the day, if you want to see that side, a more heavenly side, not a side more like hell, but a more heavenly side, then this may be why Biggie said he didn't want to go to heaven or something. Maybe because he never wanted to get to that moment of truth for himself, and he knew it would be scary. And you can't go to heaven. You can't even go to heaven until you get okay with the truth. Heaven is a place for the truth, and a person has to cross that line first before they want to go to heaven. No lies are allowed.
Yeah, it's funny.
No secrets are allowed either.
I just thought of this comparison a second ago. I think it's funny. It's like trying to tell like your grandma that like if aliens exist, like it's like the government, like if aliens do exist, then the reason they keep it under wraps is because they don't want people to freak out. I would personally rather know, but I do kind of see that a little bit, because it's like if my grandma figured out that aliens were real, she would trip the fuck out probably, and like you never know what Nana's gonna do. So
yeah, but when they come out, and if they would just come out and say everything that's real, a person can adjust their reality to it and take the good with the bad. Okay, if you tell us all aliens are real, you say, oh, and they're real and they do this and that. You might say, oh, sometimes they do weird things. What do? Maybe they might be predators sometimes, and maybe they're extremely evil. Okay, but what else? And you got good aliens too. I mean, there may be two sides to it, but we don't know any sides to it if we don't even know they're real, and we don't even know that they exist, and we don't. So there's a lot that, good and bad, we could take from the truth. It doesn't have to be all hidden. So that's the thing people overlook is the good side. The side of the truth that actually will literally improve a situation in the long run.
Do you think
versus being stuck in something that there is no hope in? That's why the Bible said the knowledge of truth sets people free, because it allows them to go ahead into a boundless territory of life, because the weight has been lifted off of them, and that weight is the darkness of lies that keep them chained up, and they can't get past it, and they can only go about as far as the lie will allow them to go, because they can't expose it. And so when you get that weight up off of you, there's just nothing left. You can go as far as you want to go, and that's kind of you can go as far as you want to go with it. It opens up your mind, and it opens you want to talk about, man, like being able to probably would have a way better time on like something like shrooms, Ezekiel, if you had a weight lifted off of you.
What do you that came out of left field? What are you talking about shrooms for?
Just making an example of what the mind would react like, if everything was, it would be trippier. Life would be a lot trippier, I promise you.
Yeah, life is already very trippy, bro.
It already is. Will it be even trippier?
Have you seen, first of all, do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, I feel like we need to have...
First of all, okay, I have some questions relating. First of all, 1, do you believe they're part of the government? 2, do you think there are multiple species? And 3, Do you think they're already on this earth with us right now?
I mean, I can't. I mean, you're asking if I think so. Then yeah, but I can't confirm those days. I mean, I think that anytime you have so many witnesses, there's I'm gonna go ahead and side with that.
For sure.
Versus a bunch of people trying to just calm it down and say, no, they're all crazy. No, I can't believe that 10,000, 10 million are just crazy.
For real, dude.
Like, I can't do that. I'm sorry. I think that when there is just so many people, so many accounts, so many books written, so many people that when you listen to them, they're not joking.
Bro, tell me some weird shit. Just tell me something weird, bro. Something crazy as fuck.
Yeah, bro, I mean...
Just dig deep for me, brother.
I mean, just... Like... We're already talking about aliens.
Oh, I know.
So I don't know what...
I'll tell you something crazy, okay? Have you ever heard of Tartaria?
Like a different land?
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay, well, first of all, I'll tell you about a story. There's this man, and I need to figure out where is the land he is from. This is a crazy topic, bro. Man from country. I need to figure this. Yeah, okay. Have you ever heard of the man from Torrid?
No.
Bro, listen how weird this is. Okay. So, there was a man, and he was going through, like, customs, where they, like, check your stuff at, like, an airport.
Yep.
And they look at his license, and it says that he's from a country named Torrid. Okay?
Okay.
And Torrid is not a real country. So this dude had a, license that stated he was from another country. Okay?
Yeah.
So they're like...
Now, this is real?
This is real, yes. This is a real thing. Right. You can Google it and everything.
Well, what's his name?
John Zergis. Or Zegris. You can type in man from Torrid. That's how you find it.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying John is a very regular name, but go ahead.
Okay, well, he went to Japan, okay?
Yeah.
He was in Japan, and they checked him in customs, and it said he was from Torrid. And he was talking about, like, oh, no, it's on this continent, and it's this place, and he was explaining, like, all kinds of stuff, all these facts, and they had never heard anything about it. So some people think that he, like, somehow... because the dude literally disappeared, like, the next day, bro. And some people think that he was traveling from another dimension. And other people think that that there is an actual land named Torrid. And if you go to the like North Pole or whatever, or it was either the North Pole. Well, no, it's the North Pole, I believe. It's well, anyways, there's this huge place. Oh wait, no, Antarctica. That's where it is. Okay, so in Antarctica, you know how we're like not really allowed to go there. Okay, so that's already kind of sketchy. I do feel like. But there are people that think that there's like a gap in the ice wall, and that you're able to go through, and that the world is actually like multiple layers, and that Torrid is a land that's beyond that ice wall.
Yeah. I figured that's what you were talking about.
Yeah,
there's a lot of land up there, man. I mean, there's no question about it.
I don't know. The whole Antarctica thing does sketch me out, though. I feel like
I can tell you. I mean, there's definitely land beyond.
And also another thing, there was this one video I was watching once where it talked about this airplane that was flying through Antarctica, and there was this cave and he flew into the cave, and there's like this whole civilization that was in there of like aliens and shit.
Yeah,
like,
see, there's stuff, man. There's stuff out there.
I'm saying, bro.
It's just a matter of what a person's business is to know those things. You know, not everybody needs to know those things because...
Like Nana.
You talking about your grandma?
Like, does Nana need to know those things, you know?
To an extent, she can know that they exist, but I mean, what's the point of, you know, really going there if it was her? You know what I mean? Like, you have business, huh?
Would you go there?
I don't have business there, no.
Oh, I'd go there, bro. I'm telling you right now.
It's not good to go, like Ezekiel, you know, it's not good to go anywhere just out of exploration and curiosity. It's really not.
What?
Because, man, it's called being nosy and it leads to bad things.
Oh yeah, the Illuminati. That's
you know, it does. It just is like you
know too much.
I know you know what they say, right? The curiosity killed the cat.
I know, but why's it got to be like that though? I'm just trying to have.
Because look, it's like that way. When you do get to a place like that, you have something to talk about. You have something to do because you have a purpose to be there. If you came to a place like that, they're all looking at you like you're strange. So you're going to say, oh, you guys exist? Wow, that's cool.
Bro, I would be so chill about it. I would just want an alien friend. That's all I want. I don't
even that. They're just like, what do you mean, friends? Like, what are we gonna do? Like together? Like, what do we?
We could do so many things together. I'm actually interested.
It just wouldn't.
What do the alien women look like, bro? That's the real question.
You know, that is a good question. But I will say that, you know,
hey, would you be with an alien woman? That's the real question. That's what it comes down to.
Well, there's a good. If you're just talking about a woman, it's gonna look like a woman.
Is it though, or is it gonna have a tentacle?
Well, it wouldn't be a woman.
I mean, a jellyfish is still a woman.
No, it's not.
I mean, yeah, they have.
It's a female.
They have woman jellyfish.
No, it's a female. It's not a woman.
Who's to say what's a woman these days? Really?
A woman is a
Who's
human.
to say, dude? Especially
being.
These days, who's to say?
I mean, it's a human being. First of all, it has to be a human being.
I don't know, man. Well, hold up.
When you say, yeah,
bruh, would you be with an alien? That's the real question.
Yeah, alien woman.
So you think that an alien woman would be sexy?
It would be a human. You said it's a woman, right?
I mean, it's...
So it would look exactly like, you know, any woman you've ever seen. She's just not from here.
So you just think that aliens would just be like some person from a different country?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of boring, actually.
That's what it is. They would, like, but they would
bestow upon me your ancient wisdom, though. That's the only thing I would say.
They wouldn't know the stuff that they wouldn't, you know, they may be very weird if you know, because they're aliens, so like they may look like you, but they may be very strange depending on where they come from.
Would you tell an alien that they're very strange?
Yeah, I mean, if it just depending on, you know, how it's going.
Do you think that they're
trying to get me to do something that, you know, I'm not comfortable with? I'd be like, whoa, this is very strange. And
so what do you think that the absolute worst encounter you could have with an alien?
What do I think would be the worst?
Yeah. Like, imagine aliens coming to Earth.
I mean, if they don't understand they don't understand what you like, and they start violating things like that.
Yeah, how would you... What would an alien have to do to piss you off? Like, well, okay, this is a good question. What would an alien have to do to make you want to punch it in the face?
Maybe get violent.
Yeah.
Like they were.
Would you be
to get
scared, or
violent.
would you just be ready to fight?
I don't know. It would depend on how it's going, but it would be like if they get violent and like they're aggressive, then that's what would make
What
it.
if they were like super sexual?
Yeah, that would. I mean, it just like I said, you're talking about like a human, so like.
But what if they were like green and they like had tentacles?
I don't think that's not a human.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, what if aliens literally look like a like weird like purple blob with like tentacles or something crazy like that?
Yeah, like I said, that's not even a human. So now we're talking about something.
But what
else.
if they spoke English too?
Okay, but I mean that would be different. I will give it that. But
Would you want an alien friend at that point?
I mean, what? No, it's not a human, so no, I can't even relate to it. If
You
it's
wouldn't
not a
even
human,
want to be its friend? What if it wanted to be your friend?
friend. I mean, I don't know what that type of thing wants to be friends for.
What if he just wanted to feel included into humanity?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I mean, I can be,
What if he was like really clingy and needy and wanted to go everywhere with you?
if it's cool, like, I mean.
Well,
like,
what if he's like kind of a bitch?
I mean, I don't know. Like, as long as he's cool, like, he ain't trying to.
What if he is depressed and he always complains?
I mean, I know people like that, so.
Would you keep him around?
I mean, same thing with people. Like, you have to understand. It's just like reasons for why people act like that.
Would you be more generous with the alien?
I've been trying to get to know it. Like, if you say it can speak English and we can communicate, I would be then just trying to get to know what's going on.
What kind of questions did you ask an alien?
Just what's going on and how's his life going, stuff like that.
What if he was really depressed because he had to leave his fiance?
All that stuff would be cool to talk about. I mean, I would try to, get everything. I would try to give him a solution. I would try to give him a solution if I could, especially if he can speak the same language as me, then we can.
Would you try to hook him up with a earthly lady?
No, I mean,
be his wingman. What if he was asking you to be his wingman?
To an earth lady, I mean, I could get him to. Well, I would just tell him how to get better acquainted with whatever his species are.
What would you do if he asked you for fashion advice?
I get him what I know.
For real, what would you tell him?
I mean, you said it's a purple blob, so
yeah, a purple blob with tentacles, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's
how you freshen that up?
You could stay a purple blob, I guess.
For real?
We don't have clothes for that.
Would you try to help him?
We don't have clothes for that.
Would you give him a hat or something?
It's a purple blob, but what's he gonna do with a hat?
I honestly feel like bitches are so slutty these days that there would be someone that would be into that.
But it's just, I don't feel like what would he do with a hat? It's a blob.
I mean, he'd put it on his blob.
That just looked like a hat on a blob.
Yeah, but he'd have more swag, though.
Yeah,
I mean, he's trying to pull bitches, bro.
I think he needs to, stick to other people his species then.
But he doesn't have any. He's on Earth. He's stranded. He left his fiance back on his planet.
Why did he do that?
He was running away from the his enemy, the other tribe that tried to. I don't know. They're pillaging his village, man.
Sounds like his life is way too complicated to be looking for another person to be with.
I don't know. What if they're all like horn dogs, bro?
that could be part of the problem as to why he.
I mean, you see what those tentacles do to anime bitches.
No, I don't. I don't see the tentacles.
Oh shit! I heard the little giggle. Oh
no,
shit.
I don't see tentacles, but they do. But what I do know is, man. I mean,
oh shit!
It just things are simple, bro. If you want to speak English, man, I'll tell him how to go back to what he came from, because regular other people would be, mortified at anything like a purple blob talking.
Well, what if he was really nice and he was funny? Would you just tell him to focus on his personality?
It just would be best for him to go around those that are comfortable with that. Because I feel like
you said that you would be comfortable with that.
It's just a purple blob, so maybe. I mean, I don't know, bro.
What if he got like dust specks and like got really dirty and you had to clean him off in the bathtub?
Yeah, I feel like the whole thing would be strange, you know.
Or what if he like left like a slime trail everywhere he went?
Yeah, that's inconvenient.
I don't know. It'd kind of be like having a pet though. That could talk to you.
A snail.
Yeah, but I mean, we clean up after our dogs. Like they shit.
Yeah, dogs don't leave a trail.
Yeah, but they like straight up shit though. Like I don't know about you, but
different than a trail though.
Novi used to leave some like manly ass turds, bruh.
Yeah, but that ain't nothing like a trail.
Yeah, you gotta have
a trail means you can't even move without leaving a mess.
Yeah, that'd be pretty gross. You'd have to have like hardwood floors, and then it would like destroy your wood floors every day.
Yeah, pretty much, man. But you know, man, at the end of the day, aliens are that just means somebody's from somewhere else. And if it's like an alien person, that's fine, but they could be very weird because they're from a different custom in society. Just like if you meet somebody from a different country, it's like they're an alien because some of them eat this food you never ate before, and it's like, how could you eat that? And it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Fred,
because they're from a different place.
Would you eat bugs, Fred?
Bugs?
Yep. You know, like how...
Yeah.
No, of course you would. Why? I mean, like, would you, like eat, like, chocolate-covered crickets or something?
Yeah.
Or would you eat the lollipop with the mealworm in it? I hate those, bro. It's so gross.
No, but chocolate-covered crickets might be good.
I'd at least try one, but I'd be kind of grossed out by it. I don't want...
They need to be dried up,
bruh.
But, you know.
There are, like, some soups and shit where they'll, like, have these, like, huge-ass, like, maggot-looking things that are just, like, still alive and, like, wiggling around, and you eat them while they're alive.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. I don't know how people... And, dude, I have some interesting food shit, for sure. So, first of all... I was watching this one video. It was just talking about, like, the most strange foods that countries eat. Or, like, most intense, you know what I'm saying? First of all, bro, man, okay, so it showed, like, a clip of Africa to start it off. And there's this shit that they, like, drink. I don't even know what to consider it. But they use, like, rotten milk. And then they put corn in it. And they just let it ferment inside of a gourd, and then they, like, drink it.
Oh.
That's, like, one of the main things that they drink, and they, like, usually...
See, man, it's just like it's another world. Might as well be another world.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And then, like, they literally... First of all, I was looking, like, they'll eat a lot of goat, but they'll eat the goat pretty much... They don't believe in cutting the goat. They want it to be, So they strangle the goat. They put their knee on the goat's neck until it like dies, and then they cut it open and they like drink the blood and like eat all the meat raw and shit. Fucking crazy.
So it
bro.
would be no different if somebody was from a country like you just named, you know, where Tartaria.
Oh
right?
yeah, who know? Well, they probably have like different fruits and shit.
If a person was from Tartaria, they do something weird.
Oh well,
like
I'm
that.
just getting started, bro. Like, so that was like the beginning of the video.
It might even be an animal They might even eat an animal you never heard of.
Oh, I know, bro. There's probably all kinds of animals out there. But in the video, bro, it was like, I think it was talking about like most poor countries or something. It also talked about China.
So-called poor.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
some of those countries are only seen as poor in the Western civilization eyes because they don't come and shop here, and they don't.
Well, there's
use
probably
the same currency here
for sure. Well, if you use our currency, like anywhere,
if America looks at being rich as having a dollar or having a credit card, if they go to this country over here where they don't use anything like that, as they may barter, they may use bartering trading. And so America will go over there, a person that's from America will go over there and see, oh, they don't use coins and they don't use dollars and they don't have credit cards and they don't have cars, and so they must be poor. And it's like, no,
well,
they actually live.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it depends. I mean, you see a lot of like starving people and shit like that. And, I mean,
but we have that in America
for sure. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it, really.
Literally, America, you need to look up. If you don't think America has a bunch of starving people,
well, there's definitely a lot more opportunity here than a lot of other places, for sure.
Tell that to the starving people, bro. There's a bunch of starving people here.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's.
So like America, bro.
Well, listen to this, bro.
You'll get people. You got people that are eating, and you got people that are not eating as well. Every country has that,
for sure. Well, okay.
So it's not even about like what these poor. If a country is living off the land, that's not poor. That's just them being resourceful.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends. I mean, if there's like a lot of diseases places and like people crammed together and people like
America has disease. America has a lot of disease.
That's a good way to think about it. I mean, that. I don't know. I am very glad that we're in America. Go to the hospital
in the emergency room. It is jam packed right now.
For sure. Listen. So that was just the first part of the video. The second part of the video, like, talked about China. And bro,
I just want to make it known that like there's really no difference in like whatever they think is poor. America has those. We got.
It is kind of weird because like I was watching this one video and it was talking about the difference, like it's like relative wealth. Like if you look at like kings and queens like hundreds of years ago, a lot of people today are living better than them. So it's really just about, I don't know. I mean, like it's all about relative wealth. Like, but. I mean,
it's about perception. It's about what you view. It's about what you view as wealth.
For sure.
It's about what you view as value and what you value. Like, so if you value, let's just say you can value anything that you want to value. So if you think about it from a Western world point of view, what you value, they may have less of. So therefore, you think they're poor.
For sure.
Because they don't have what you want them to have.
Well, there are basic things like
say for instance,
you
said you might go over there and say, oh, they have no Pizza Hut, so they're poor.
I hear you. I mean, there are things though, like
to them, they don't want no pizza. And if they did, they would make some, but they don't want that.
Well, I don't know, bro. Like sometimes, like if you bring like chocolate to like a tribe or something like that, like they freak out, for real. So, I mean, there is something to say. I mean, they don't have huge factories. They don't have running water sometimes. They, you know, like, there are some things, like, everyone wants food. Like, I mean, so...
But they don't want the same food that...
Well, yeah, like you're saying, like, I mean, for instance, cutting, like, the goat and shit, like, that shit tastes good to them because they're used to doing it, you know? Or they
and they want that.
Yeah, I know, for real. And it's crazy, bro. But their taste buds are just so different because that's where they're raised, you know? So some of them actually would taste American. I've actually seen in the video, like, some people didn't like it. They thought it was too sweet. Like chocolate. Yeah,
absolutely.
They're like, this shit is like disgusting. Like, I don't know how y'all eat this shit. Like this, but they're like over here like eating like a yak heart or some shit, you know? It's crazy. Right, exactly. It's just they're so different taste. But listen to this, bro. So like in the video after that, I just got to show you this shit sometime. But it like went to China, and one thing that it sucks because I really like the idea of traveling the world, and like I do have some limits on the stuff. Like I don't think I could ever like strangle the goat and eat that shit. Like I really don't think I could because I love animals, and also I think I'd puke, honestly. But like I'm actually pretty disappointed in Chinese street food, bro. Like, because apparently, like, first of all, they use this kind of oil. They have this thing set up with the Chinese government where they can literally, this is so fucking gross, bro. One of the reasons that Chinese street food is so cheap is because the oil that they use, get this, bro. They go into the fucking sewer and they scrape the oil off the top layer of the sewer because the oil floats. And they're allowed to use the like sewer oil to cook the food, bro. So like, so that shit is fucking, that's worse than, at least you're killing like an animal and eating it fresh. Like, that's gotta be way better than the fucking like sewer shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was watching all kinds of shit.
It goes back to my point as to why, you know, humans can be so like alien to each other. Like, we just, different humans at the end of the day are trying to survive and are trying to enjoy themselves.
I know.
So the different ways we can do that can be like so incredibly different that like we're like aliens to each other. Like we it's like when you go to a different country, you might as well say that's alien because they're going to be able to, like, there's going to be like differences.
Yeah, that's one of the things I love about life, bro, is the different cultures.
But it will weird you out.
Yeah.
It will weird you out
see, that's
if you
the
go
thing
to the
is
right
like,
place.
Like, okay, so like that oil shit's gross. I wouldn't want to deal with that. And you know, they do eat some bugs.
But the way they see it is it works and it doesn't kill anybody. And
yeah.
You think it's gross, but they're like, well, we're living off of it. So
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Honestly.
Yeah.
Another thing, bro, is apparently they'll have like fake vegetables, like, and fake meat. Like, they showed the squid that like it wasn't even a real squid, and like if you put it on the skillet, it completely evaporates. It was fucking weird. And they showed this, like, you'll buy a head of lettuce and they'll like literally tape good lettuce in between like rotten lettuce to make it look like it's better than it is and shit like that. And yeah, I know. So you can't even like get fresh vegetables and like it is crazy, bro. It really is crazy. And
point blank period, bro. The second you go to a different country or any different kind of land, the second you go to a different land, different things are acceptable. Point blank.
Yeah, straight up, bro. It's different rules.
Yeah. And that's the same
that's what
way.
I'm saying.
Like if you was to go, like if you was to go to Tartaria over there.
Oh yeah, who knows?
You have to understand. You have no idea might be acceptable over there.
Well, like literally, I don't know why this made me think about this, but remember when A$AP Rocky got in trouble for like stopping someone rape someone else in like Sweden or something like that?
See, things are acceptable.
It's like, damn, bro, that's okay. Like, he was a hero.
Well,
and like,
that's how people are different, man. People are just different than other people. And it's really, that's why I try to tell you, that's why it's not good to go exploring all this stuff. Because if it was really for you to go over there, you probably already know about that place.
Yeah,
and you probably already be prepared to deal with that. Like, if you just go swimming over or taking a boat over to this place, you could really be in trouble by
Well, I will say there are definitely, I mean, there are some countries that are better than other countries to live in. That is just point blank. Because
I don't think,
okay,
unless
North
you're just
Korea,
talking about
North Korea, it's way better over here than North Korea.
They live there, man. They're doing great. They're making it work.
They're not doing great, bro. They're trapped.
America has trash to it, too.
Yeah, but we can leave if we want.
Well, I mean, they may not want to leave.
Nah, but if they want to, then they should be able to.
They may not want to.
I don't know. You can't blanket an entire country and say they don't want to leave.
I mean, may not, man. It's a different country. You don't know how they think. That's another thing. You don't even know how they think. They may not think anything like you.
For sure. I mean, there's probably some of them that are okay being there, but that's brainwashing, honestly.
Well, we're brainwashed too.
For sure. Oh, I definitely agree with that, bro.
Everybody's brainwashed to live where they live. That's why you have a certain purpose to be where you already are.
Are you happy living in America? Are you glad you live here?
I mean, I'm here. I'm an American, man. This is what life chose me. I didn't choose it. You know,
Are you happy to live here, though?
Where else? I mean, yeah. I mean, am I happy? That's like saying, am I happy with life? I mean, I'm doing fine.
I hear you.
Because at the end of the day, you know, bro, I didn't have to be born here. I could have been born anywhere, and I would have just still have to cope and exist and do the best I can at wherever I was born at. I just happened to be born in America. I'm doing fine. I don't have much complaints.
Yeah.
And I'm just making it work.
For sure. Heard that.
I feel like America has ups and downs just like everywhere else. You know, there's a downside to having freedom too, you know. Like there's a downside to it, you know. Part of the downside is I feel like people get kicked away with it.
In what
at the end,
In what ways?
You know, people don't, take freedom as I don't respect boundaries. Yeah. And then they take freedom as I can, be as disrespectful as I want. And they take freedom as being, taking advantage of people, things like that, because I have the freedom to do it, I can do it, and so, but on the bright side, this is the brightest thing, the greatest thing about America is when you have freedom, you have the ability to find out who you really are. Yes. Like as a person. And that is beautiful. Like, that is a great thing. Like, because if another country is controlling you, if a country is a communist country controlling you, I mean, on one end, the bright side of it is you don't have to take accountability for anything because you're not really being yourself. As an American, you could look at it as bright or the downside, but the point is, in America, there's really no one to blame but you. You have freedom, right? Yeah. So if you stay in a certain place that's not treating you right, you're putting yourself in that's nobody's forcing you in America.
That sounds good to me. I don't want someone forcing me where to live.
I get that, but I'm just saying you have to take the blame that also comes with that too.
That's okay with me. I'd much rather.
That's okay with me. That's okay with me. I'm just saying because people in America like to blame others, and it's like you live in America.
Yeah, you better.
You live in America. I don't know why. Even when you have a problem with the government, you said it. You can leave.
Yeah, exactly. Go move to North Korea if you don't like it.
If you don't like it, you really can leave. And if you don't want to leave, then that's not anybody's fault.
Heard.
That's not anybody's fault but yours. Now, if you live in North Korea or some communist country and you want to leave and you can't, that's not your fault. You don't have to take accountability. That leader has to take accountability. You don't. So basically, you have a way of saying there's nothing you can literally say there's nothing I can do and it's out of my hands and I have to do what I'm supposed to do and you don't have to, you know what I mean? Like you don't have to take accountability that much in life and somebody else is taking it for you. So in that way, shoot, that can be sort of a peaceful thing to like be able to just be like, hey, it's I don't have to take responsibility for anything. I don't have to make any decisions. My life is already mapped out. All I got to do is live it. And there is a certain I can see how some people could maybe be peaceful in that.
Some people are just simple, bro. They don't
because in America, bro, one thing about freedom is you can get lost in freedom. You know that, right? Like you can have so many options, you don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to sell me on that not being a good thing.
No, that can be a negative for sure. You know how many people are lost? So many people here are lost, bro. They have a college degree. They don't even know what to use it on.
Yeah. I mean, at least they can get an education, though.
I understand that, but lost is lost at the end of the day. If you're lost, you may end up someplace you don't want to be.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of people like that these days.
You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, you could spend your whole life with all these different options and never find the real one you like. Say, for instance, bro, in America, you could be single, and you could be looking for people and just stay single your whole life. In a communist country, they'll pick your wife for you. At least you have somebody.
Yeah.
At least you have somebody. It might be this person, might be somebody you don't even like. I get it, but at least they picked your family. You have kids, and they that in America, you take it to America, you may not ever find the right person and ever get to raise a family because nobody's making anybody raise a family.
Yeah,
in America. As a matter of fact, America is so free, they will allow you to literally kill the baby.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
And so we've taken freedom so far.
Yeah. So
far. And so that there's a downside to it, there's an upside to it. And there's a downside to communism and there's an upside. The downside to communism is definitely if the government doesn't like what you're doing, you don't get to go to court.
No, they're taking you.
Yeah, you get to die as soon as they say die.
Yeah, lethal injection.
No, they can literally change, they can literally make any decision. There's no such thing as a constitution. They can make a decision based on how they're feeling at any given time.
Yeah, that is pretty scary. Sure.
They could just be like, hey, shoot this guy in the head 19 times. That's his punishment.
Well, hey, that's way worse in other countries.
Look, bro, it's a downside, but there's also an upside. So in order to really, okay, I get what you're saying. That some countries are worse, but you would have to live in each country. And
I think that really in some ways that there are better countries. There's probably more chill countries that
But I feel like you can't say that unless you've lived a good amount of time.
Also, our dollar goes really far, so we would be like VIP in any country we move into.
Not really.
Depending on, if you have enough money when you move there, you'll be good. I'm telling you, bro, like...
just because you have money, though, doesn't... A person from China can come over here, and he can come over here and have a whole bunch of money. That doesn't mean that he's going to be accepted.
Well, for sure. No, I mean, that's another thing, too, is, you know... I mean, this is definitely, like... a touchy subject, obviously, but I mean,
because bro, what if he comes over here? What if he comes over here doing that weird stuff that we don't accept?
Oh, I know.
So okay, so you could have like $1 billion. People are gonna judge the crap out of you as soon as you start doing some stuff that we don't accept, like whatever it may be. Like they're gonna judge you, bro. Like if they find out that you're bringing that thing where you're beating your wife all crazy.
Oh yeah. That's
people in America don't like that.
Hell no. Yeah, bro.
But I'm just saying, you could have like $1 billion, and so you go over there with all your money. Same thing. You go over there with all your money and doing that American stuff that they don't believe in.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You could end up in trouble, bro.
Yeah.
I heard about there was like these 2 black ladies that got in trouble in Saudi Arabia for talking too loud.
Damn.
See, in America, we allow black women to talk loud.
I think it's just women in general, bro. It's not.
I ain't gonna lie, black women are a different level of loud. I ain't gonna lie. They like, bro, I'll listen to like black women's entire conversation on the sidewalk, bro, and I'm like, I don't even know them and I know what they're talking about because they are so loud, bro.
Heard. Yeah.
Like literally, like I know everything they're saying to each other.
Well, I can confirm white women are like that too, for sure.
But I'm just saying, bro.
Who knows? I mean, there are always.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think white women are as loud as black women when they talk, bro. I do remember some loud white women, of course, but like, it just like. Anyway, you can't go over there talking all. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to respect their government.
I heard this one dude, I'm sure you've heard of this guy, he was all over the news, but that guy that like ripped a poster off the wall in like North Korea and he like got sent to jail and they like tortured him and now he's like brain dead.
Well, bro, that's why you don't go places unless you get how to move there. Like you don't want to go.
You literally got to know like their rules, bro. Honestly,
yeah,
because they like. I mean, even just like.
And hope that they're patient because
you might. It's tough because like, bro, even like I've heard about like going to Japan and shit, and you know, like even if you get a bowl of noodles in Japan, you're supposed to slurp it because it's apparently rude if you don't. Because when you slurp the noodles, it shows that the person made good food and that you're thankful for it.
See, that's so important to know, bro.
So it's like you're going to have people like literally looking at you like you're trying to be polite, but you're not being literally rude.
See, man.
It is really weird. And like, you know,
see, might as well really like. That's what I'm saying. Like, I might as well like whether I like America or not. I might as well stay in America because I don't know how to be anywhere really else.
Yeah, I know. See, it's crazy, bro. It is crazy.
Even if you go to Mexico, it's different. It's not the same as like here.
It's true, bro. It's true. Well, that's the thing is I don't know. I love America, honestly, bro. It definitely has its issues, but I wouldn't personally want to live anywhere else. I don't know. There are some places that aren't too bad. Like, it depends. If I live somewhere else,
if you live in America, the only places you can really go are like, if you grew up in America, like the only place you can really go are like European-based countries, sort of.
I don't know. I've heard good things about Bali, like in Thailand. I've heard of,
If
and then like what places like
Dubai. Dubai is where those black women got locked up just for talking loud.
Oh, really? I thought Dubai was chill.
Nah, bro.
Damn. That's crazy.
I mean, bro, you could go over there, I'm sure, and try, but at the
that's
end of
honestly,
the day,
bro, like Middle Eastern countries actually would be better being a dude, for sure.
Yeah, but the thing is, bro, still understand, bro, that they don't have the same laws as here. You don't know what they can do to you.
Yeah.
You don't know. Like, unless you study their laws and understand what they do.
It definitely is worse for women over there, though. There's no doubt about that.
But you don't even know if, like, as a dude, you don't even know when they're allowed to, like, harass and kill you.
Yeah, but I mean, if their God literally tells you that when you die you're gonna get 70 virgin women, then I think that they're cooler with dudes.
You could think that all you want, man, but they may have exceptions to, like, when it's okay to do something to somebody. You don't know.
I don't know. They're also, like, having sex with, like, 14-year-olds and shit over there. A lot of places, which is really
Yeah,
cool.
so it's my point is, man, it's just, when you go to a different land, man, you don't know, man. It's good to just kind of mind your business and do what, you...
A lot of places really don't like American people, bro. Honestly. Like,
I can see why.
I've even heard, like, people in Japan don't really like American people a lot of times.
I don't either. I don't like American people that much. Because I feel like people in America are getting to the point. I don't know if it's just, like,
a lot of them don't
recently,
morals,
but people in America are, like, a lot of people are, like, entitled too much. Like, the freedom, it's what happens. Like, when people are free, like, they just get to this entitled mindset where it's like, it's kind of hard to be around, to be honest with you.
It's
like, it's hard to be around an entitled person.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have any humility to, like, understand that, like, okay, can you, like, ask before you just, like, I don't know, people are just, they lack manners and they feel like everything is...
And you ask.
...takeable and stuff, and it's tough to be, like, I'm just saying, like, if you keep it low-key in America and just kind of, like, stay kind of private, it's cool. But as soon as you get out there in that crowd, bro, you're going to realize Americans are messed up people, bro.
Oh, yeah.
If you start getting, I'm talking about get into the crowd. Go out. Actually start going out.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yes.
Like,
all about
you'll realize.
I actually see it's weird because as messed up as people are, they're also really awesome, too. I love them. I do have a love for people because...
Sure, man. But
I mean, I do love the fact, like, okay, take somewhere like...
Put it like this, bro. Mainstream America is not good. It's just not.
I don't know. There is a beautiful nature to it.
There's a good section of Americans that are kind of...
This is what I look at it like. Okay, so there's good and bad people always, but I really wish
I'm telling you about mainstream America where all the popular people hang out. It's just not good, bro.
Yeah.
It's not good. I'm telling you what I know.
For sure.
Telling you what I know, not what I think.
For sure.
I'm telling you, bro, do you know this country has I don't know, because you don't, until, like,
there's gotta be some people out there, though, like, when there's still good people with money. It's not every
No, there is. I'm not saying there, I'm saying, like, if you get to the mainstream side of the more populated side, like like where you're actually, like, around thousands and, like, hundreds of people, the larger chunk of the population, and you're around that.
Yeah.
That part is basically the majority. Like the majority of America is really like unbelievably, like, trash.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievably. You know, like, okay, bro, like, there's really good people in America, because I know that, but they have to be spread out. They're not often. You can find in the crowd, but it's they're probably not acting like the crowd.
Yeah.
They're standing out, and the good people in America are like very spread out, and they probably, you know, stay private, stay themselves. When you start going into the crowd, bro, like the people, like, say for instance the Louis Vuitton wearers, the whole thing where, you know, the popular crowd and all of the people who like go to popular clubs, bro. Oh man, dude.
Well, duh.
Like,
of course they are, bro.
I'm just saying, but that's the majority of America, bro.
Yeah.
That's the majority.
Give me my Louis
And
Vuitton.
I'm just telling you, bro, the majority of America is like this, bro. The majority of America are a bunch of opportunistic people
Yeah.
that are looking to step on you to get a higher ground.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, they're just looking to take advantage. They were trying to find out what they can about you and use it to their advantage, whatever they can. And there is a huge child sex trafficking problem.
Yeah, for sure. Like,
And
what
that's
is
for
his
real.
name?
Like,
What?
it's
The guy
like
with the
super
island?
relevant in America, bro.
The dude with the island? What's his name?
Like Epstein.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
that's
bet you,
crazy.
bro. I bet you he's the decoy, because I think that there's a way more to be said about, you know, child sex trafficking than just Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
He maybe just be like the name that people use, bro. But it's like, come on, bro. When you have 100 million kids, it ain't just Jeffrey Epstein.
Was it that many?
No, not at the island. I'm talking about in America that happened to be involved in this
Is
stuff.
it that many though?
It's about, yeah, it's probably about 100. It's probably about it's 50 million to about 100 million, yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Because you gotta think, bro, 100,000 go missing like every year, so do the math.
That's a shit ton. That's like terrifying and horrible.
So if at least 100,000 go missing every year, over about 10 years, you know, I mean, I would even say that I'm a little bit inaccurate with that, because I'm thinking I might only be talking about like New York City. Like in New York City alone.
I don't know. 100 million is a shit ton, bro. That's a lot of people.
It's for real though. I mean, it could be not just, it could be like, bro, they go from country to country. What I'm saying is they go from country to country. So like, it's not just the population of America that you're talking about that they do it with, you know, they ship these people in. It's like a lot of immigrant kids.
That is so insane, dude.
And it's a lot of American kids. It's a lot of immigrant kids, a lot of American kids and stuff like that. So it's a huge thing, and they're shipping them from like country to country.
That's so awful. That's definitely one of the worst things you can do as a human.
But bro, America is huge in it, and they do this, bro. And on top of that, it's like American.
Hey, you know what it is? You don't fuck with kids, and you don't fuck with dogs or animals in general.
Yeah, and America's doing all of that.
Animals and kids, you don't fuck with either of those.
America's doing all of that.
Unfortunately, so.
Hey man, you know, what's crazy about America is that the general population is getting to accept it. So I'm telling you, like, it's about to get so trash out here, bro. It's so trash. Like, it's about to be so trash.
I'm hoping not, bro.
No, it is. I'm just telling you what's going on. Like, the trends are headed towards accepting pedophilia, man.
Oh, I know. The whole, like, what is it called? Minor attracted person.
No, they're trying to add it to the LGBT community.
Yeah, I know. They're calling them MAPS, minor attracted person.
Yeah, so, yeah, man. This is, and really low key, or maybe high key, LGBT is pretty much ruling the popular crowd, sort of.
What do you mean?
Like the popular crowd, bro. Like, you know, like they're governing the society of that popular crowd of people in America. You know, like the in crowd, the popular crowd. It's them that are kind of taking over it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I mean, it's just a matter of, do you like realize it or not? But that's the way it is. You know, they're gonna start. It's happening more and more. By the way.
Yeah, that's like one of the worst things ever, bro. That's so awful.
So the good people in America are gonna have to like they're gonna be isolating themselves, and to the point where they can't really just go out to function. So, you know, because if you go out to too many types of functions, you're going to run into a problem with probably one of these people. And Arkansas is a little different. Arkansas is probably behind the times in America, a little bit more than a lot of other countries.
Yeah.
Because Arkansas is like a very conservative state.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, but if you were to go to like, you know, Miami, you'd see what I mean. Like,
yeah,
like Miami.
For sure. For sure.
So, yeah, I can see why a person wouldn't like Americans. I can definitely tell.
Yeah, they definitely don't like us having freedom. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, what they don't like is what the freedom makes you want to do. Like, they don't like the liberty that you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you can, like, have no respect of things, certain things. And then, also, that thing you said about how, some places, you know, because an American will try to go someplace and be like, oh, you guys should be more like America. And they'll be like, what is he talking about? No, we shouldn't. Like, and a lot of Americans think that people want to be like America.
Yeah, probably less than America thinks, for sure. I do think that a lot of people are jealous of our freedom, though.
Yeah, and then they're not. They're really not, because the way they see it is,
I mean, I'm always going to rather be having my own choice of stuff than somebody telling me what to do. I don't like that.
That's what an American would think, but like, I mean, other countries see it differently.
Yeah.
You know, because
I think it's a person by person thing, bro. You can't generalize with shit like that.
Well, in general, America runs into those problems.
I don't think a lot of people think like you on that one, because I think everyone is going to want their freedom.
They want things a certain, like when they want things a certain way, though, bro. They don't, like, freedom doesn't mean a person doesn't want everybody just doing every single thing around them. You know what I'm saying? People want community of people that are like-minded, and that's what they see. They don't see, like, in America, you got all this freedom, right? But yet we got a high divorce rate. So we're having problems. We're a divided country, bro. So, like, as much freedom as we have, all that means is we're free to, like, be apart. And, like, we're not together as a country. But China, who's, like, a communist country, has a stronger military because they're together. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have, like, 1 billion people or, like, 1 million people in their military.
Yeah, they got a lot of people, that's for damn sure.
But my point is they're together and they actually stick together in unison. Is it because they're made to? I don't know. But all I know is they're together while America has problems. We got our freedom, but, like, we're divided on a lot of things.
I do think that there are probably countries that are more strong than us.
Just off unity alone, bro.
No,
just off unity alone, you could be stronger than America if you're unified.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of division here because freedom does bring division. For sure, I could see that.
That's the thing. So, but, like,
I don't know. I still want my freedom.
Yeah, I get that, bro. Like I said, there's ups and downs. It depends on what you... And other people do, too. I mean, there's a lot of people moving here, right? You know, from other countries all the time. So
yeah, it's a shit ton of people moving all the time.
But, however, you know, like I said, that's why a lot of people don't like America, because they think everybody wants to be like them, when really it's just the people that move here that do. The people over there don't.
Yeah.
Like, if they were like, I would have moved if I actually liked it over. I don't want to be, like, I'm good here. It's okay. And you might look at me and say, oh, well, I don't, you know, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you know India has, like, over 1 billion people in it?
Yeah, that's crazy. That is really crazy.
So, like, people are having a great time in other countries. It's not like, you know, America is like, you know, and America may not always understand that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's interesting.
They may not always understand that. And so when they push that on other people, it'd be like in America, when you try to push your ideas on people, people get mad.
Yeah.
Like, if you do it too aggressively and too, like, arrogantly, people do get mad at you.
Yeah.
Like, why do you think you're the only one that knows how to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, that type of attitude.
Yeah, the world's so weird, bro. There's so many different points of view. I was like, I was even going to, well, I went somewhere and I saw the person behind the counter was like very, like, you could tell that they were from India and, like, really into their religion, and, like, had a bunch of, like, pictures of their gods and, like, just their writing and stuff. And it's just so crazy, bro. Like, the world is so in depth, and it just really
exactly, man. There's just so much out there, man.
It's really
that you would be just blown away at how different people can really be from each other.
Oh, I know, bro. It's amazing, so, and I am actually a big fan of that. I love that.
Yeah, I do. I like the diversity. It's just that it can get dangerous when you don't stay where you belong at. Like, if you belong with these people, stay with these people. If you want to explore out and start, you know, getting in people's business, I feel like it becomes dangerous. I really do. I think when you know, explore, even when you go to a different state, they'll try to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
If you go to a different state, like, say you stay in Arkansas too long, and you try to go to a different state, they can tell you don't get the area.
Yeah. Difference between the South and the North for sure.
Or just any like
East,
yeah, but
West.
like yeah, any distance between a state is gonna give it a little bit of a different feel. Like even if like okay, like you know, Arkansas and Georgia are, you know, the South, but however, I bet you there's just a few things you do differently in Georgia than you do in Arkansas.
Bro. I love
just
how
a few things.
Every single place got their like little lore and stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is sad that one of the things we're known for is just how bad the meth is here.
Yeah.
Operation Meth Storm.
But people who truthfully just don't know about Arkansas.
They don't at all, and that's why we got us, the Arkansas historians.
Yeah, dude. Like, if anybody wants to listen to this podcast, bro, and just learn about Arkansas, bro, we do need to say a few more facts. Like, well, you know, I mean, I just think it's a big deal that, you know, Walmart started here. We got the biggest Masonic temple in the country.
Yeah, we don't like those people though.
On Scott Street, 7 on downtown, the biggest.
I didn't know it was the
Masonic
biggest.
temple.
That's crazy, actually.
Have you seen it, bro? It's a block long.
Damn, that's.
Have you seen it?
No, we're gonna have to go there sometime. You
haven't seen that thing?
Also, Bill Clinton lived here, or is from here.
Yeah.
What is his name? There's some country singer that's also from here, like old school. It was a huge spot. Arkansas, a lot of huge Civil War battles was fought in Arkansas. Yeah. Obviously the Little Rock Nine.
Yeah, Little Rock Nine. You got the Trail of Tears, the Indians.
Johnny Cash was from Arkansas.
Okay. But yeah, it has a lot of Indian history. The Trail of Tears and stuff.
What's the Trail of Tears?
It's like Indians that have to like walk away, like a long ways of like all the way to like I think they have to walk from Arkansas to Oklahoma or something like that.
Did they cry a lot?
Yeah, and died because they, you know, on that journey, you know, they were like, you know, weren't taken care of very well, like starving and stuff, I guess.
Damn. That would make anyone cry.
Absolutely. Like, I guess if you like.
Oh, Fred, I have a sad question to ask you, buddy. When is the most hungry you have ever been?
I don't really remember too many times. I guess there was this one time I missed too many meals for whatever reason, and I got stomach cramps.
For real? Was it pretty brutal?
I can't even say what that was. It was weird, but I guess it was because I was too hungry. Because when I ate something,
your stomach shrank up a lot.
Oh yeah, but I don't really know what it was. It was weird. You know, it was one of those weird.
What's the
weird
sickest
things.
you've ever gotten off of food? Like, you ever eaten some like bad fish or something?
I don't remember anything like that. No, I don't think so. Have you?
Let me think. I have one really gross. I'm like, do you like mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate mayonnaise. So I just got off. I was working at UPS as a package handler, and I had just gotten off work, and I was so hungry, bro. And I went to Wendy's, and I got me a double Baconator, and I specifically asked for no mayonnaise. And I take a huge ass bite of it, bro, and so much mayonnaise just went right down my throat, and literally I choked so bad, bro. It was horrible.
But you say you don't like mayonnaise, right?
No, I hate mayonnaise. It was awful, bro. They put so much. Another thing I really hate is I hate sour cream too, and they always... The thing with sour cream that's so devious, bro, is like you get it at Taco Bell or something and you say no sour cream. Do you like sour cream?
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so they'll always put like all of it right at the end of the burrito.
Yeah.
Why do they do that? They don't spread it out at all. So literally what ends up happening is you think you're straight and you didn't get any, and then you take that last bite when you're already stuffed, and then it squirts all this fucking sour cream down your throat.
Yeah, and you didn't want sour cream.
No. And that's how they get you, dude.
You gotta just check your food, I guess. That's what the lesson there is.
I know. You really have to, bro. Especially, like, I swear, bro, just fast food, sometimes when they fuck it up, it'll hurt you, bro. Like, I guess you said you're not very picky, but is there anything that you were, like, super picky about?
With food?
Yeah. Be honest.
I mean, I have my picks, but like, the whole biblical laws thing, the way you can't eat pork, the way you can't eat shrimp, the way we can't eat catfish, and you can't eat certain birds.
So you don't eat any of that stuff?
Yeah, anything the Bible said is like an abomination. I try not to eat.
Well, based on taste, what do you not eat?
I'm not really bothered by like taste as much, cause.
So if I handed you a mayonnaise sandwich, you'd just eat it on down?
Mayonnaise sandwich. I mean, that's kind of strange, but I probably could eat a mayonnaise sandwich.
Okay, let me keep going down this rabbit hole. If I told you to eat a yak heart, would you eat it?
A heart,
like bloody yak heart.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that, so I don't think so.
Okay, okay, so we'll get a little less gross from that. Would you eat 2-day-old gas station sushi?
2-day-old. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I might eat that because I do like sushi a lot. Do you like sushi?
I don't really try it too much.
When's the last time you had sushi?
I have no idea. It's just not something I have tried a lot.
Maybe we should get sushi sometime, bro.
Okay. I mean,
you ever had eel on your sushi?
Nah, because like I said, I don't really eat sushi like that.
Would you be scared to eat eel?
Veal? Or
eel.
You say eel?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's actually really good, honestly. It's like my favorite sushi.
I just probably would pass.
For real? On the eel?
I said I'm not really a seafood person.
Wow. Okay, we're learning some stuff. So I'm
not really a seafood person.
Do you not like shrimp?
No.
Do you like calamari?
I don't eat it.
Do you eat like lobster and crab, that type of stuff?
No.
What about salmon?
I eat it, but I don't really. I'm not a fan that much of it.
Oh my god, I love salmon.
It's okay.
Salmon with some rice.
I just don't really get it. I just don't eat it. I still eat it a lot. But
what about catfish, bro?
No.
Oh my god. What about like crawdads?
No.
Okay, so you really don't like seafood, for real. So I'd say that's probably the biggest thing you could be picky about. How do you feel? How do you feel about steak?
Steak's okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's slightly overrated. It's good.
Yeah, maybe a little overrated.
It's good, but I'd rather have a burger.
Yeah, I like burgers. I think steak may be a tad I think meat in general is overrated.
What about lamb? Have you had lamb?
Yeah, lamb is okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, when people know how to cook, I can eat a lot.
Oh yeah,
it depends on,
for sure.
Yeah, it depends on. I think that's the thing that makes a person a good cook is if you can get people off the fence on certain foods and make them say, "Hey, I actually like this," and I don't even eat that. That's how you know somebody really can cook.
I agree. Have you? Oh, what was I about to? Oh, have you ever eaten Indian food?
Indian?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like curry and stuff?
Yeah.
You like curry?
It's okay.
I'm a pretty big fan.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm not super picky on food, man. I feel like...
Well, you don't like any fish. That is pretty picky in that aspect.
But I feel like fish is easy to avoid, too. It's like not everybody has fish every day.
Yeah, I don't know. Salmon's pretty popular in my house. Salmon and rice and some lemon. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But then
that's not white people special.
But then I could just easily eat the salmon and lemon. I mean, the rice and lemon.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have salmon with it.
Actually, I could eat the salmon because I actually eat salmon. I don't. It's
okay. You just don't like it that much.
Yeah, it's just okay. It's okay.
And you don't eat catfish?
No.
Oh my god, I love catfish. My dad's allergic to catfish, like really bad, apparently.
He should be because it's actually it's a
bottom feeder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I still like catfish though. Catfish and salmon are really high up there for me, but I love shrimp, I love lobster, I love crab. Dude, like some shrimp scampi or something from like Olive Garden or something. People hate on Olive Garden, honestly. I think that's kind of fucked up. I feel like it's...
I can't say I hate on Olive Garden. I think Olive Garden does a great job.
I know, especially for how cheap it is, too.
Yeah, they do a good job, man. I feel like they just keep it simple and, you go there, that you can get some soup and some bread.
There was this one video I was watching that there was this, older lady, and she went to Olive Garden. She was, food reviewer, and she left it, a really positive review. And apparently she got, roasted by the whole internet about, the fact that she likes Olive Garden and she's a food reviewer. But it's come on, sometimes you just need a little shrimp scampi and some unlimited bread and salad, man, soup.
That's why I say I don't really like Americans, because I rarely agree with the crowd. I just really don't.
You know what I've noticed lately, bro?
I have a lot of things, the crowd. What I also noticed about the crowd is, the best artists, music artists that I've seen have not really been. I like Beyonce, but the best artists I've seen have not really been mainstream.
Yeah, it's weird because it's what I've come to find is it's a lot of the people that are not celebrities, but they're pretty popular. Those are the people that are the best, because if you aren't known at all, I feel like you're not good enough to be known necessarily. And there's lots of reasons why that is. But
I think what it is,
a lot of it's just people's recording quality isn't good enough.
No, I don't think that's what it is, because I love the songs. I love how they sound. I play them, and I play them better than how they sound. To me, they sound better. Bro, there's this song called Golden Plate by this girl named Oliver or something like that. Man, that thing pops off the earphones like crazy. The thing is, I genuinely think the majority of America is like, or like the mainstream, they just have bad taste.
Yeah, there's definitely some of that for sure.
Like they do, like they just don't. Or I just don't think, or this, or even like I think there's, you know, I think a lot of mainstream America is like, I don't want to say stupid.
Yeah, I mean there are, bro. They are. It is what it is.
Like, there's a lot of, like, knowledge they just don't have about what is, like, actually good.
Yeah, that's definitely, I'm with you on that.
You could, like, because if you try to question them on, like, okay, like, what do you like about this song? And they'll say something very basic and
well, see, the thing is, bro, the thing is that most people are. That's the thing you got to realize, is that people aren't even having conversations like this, bro. A lot of people. And there are more than you realize. Because I do think that there are good people out there. But
no, I know they are, but I'm saying it's never the popular crowd.
No, definitely
it's really never the popular crowd. These are the good people, who are the good people. Like,
and like, you know, honestly, if you are a really, really good person, like, a lot of times you get stopped somehow.
What do you mean stopped?
I mean, it could be a lot of things. Hopefully not killed.
No, what do you mean by stopped?
I mean, like I said, like, hopefully not killed, but I mean, there are a lot of good people that they try to, I mean, look at Jesus Christ. That's the perfect example of someone that was really good and they just had to stop him somehow. It's just, when people are just too good, it's like, the bad, the evil, it's good versus evil. It just comes down to that.
They got jealous. They felt like they actually felt like Jesus was blaspheming and they didn't like it.
Yeah.
They felt like, okay, like he was literally saying things like, I
am light, or I'm light and shit. Yeah. I could see it. It would be weird. You know what I thought about?
No, I can't say that I've ever. We let Kanye say stuff like that, and we don't crucify him.
Honestly,
I don't think.
Realistically, I probably get crucified for this, but I've never really been that big of a fan of Kanye, to be real. I think he's funny.
Don't crucify you for that.
No.
Kanye's
Kanye. That's all it is.
No, I was going to say, Kanye is very polarizing.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
It's either you really like him or you really don't.
I know. And I've honestly been in the don't crowd for a long time. I will say that I had
and there may be a couple people who just think he's okay, but I just don't think Kanye is that type. Like, you're either going to really...
I will say that, yeah. But it is funny because I kind of do just feel I don't know. It's weird because I've had some time.
It's hard to ever just make Kanye seem basic to where you could just be like, he's okay.
He has made some good music. You know, I'm not going to lie, like things like Flashing Lights, that's a good song. And, you know, I mean, he has his songs like,
my point is,
you know, he has some good stuff.
He'll say some outrageous things, though.
But like that's the thing, is that there's a lot of good artists that make music that aren't like pieces of shit, you know? That's where
but it's like, my thing is with Kanye is that he says things that would have got Jesus killed. Like,
yeah, seriously.
But see, the thing is, we're not the same. We're not the same.
You get applauded.
But my thing is, though, we're not the same society. That was a different society. First of all, that was like, they didn't live in America.
Yeah.
So, like, it wasn't freedom of religion or anything.
You know what I don't understand? I cannot wrap my head around how sacrifice used to be a good thing.
I mean, like I said, different countries, man, they have different laws.
Like, bro, like how, I don't understand how God would even tell somebody to sacrifice their firstborn or something like that. Like, how does that make sense?
Well, because he didn't allow him to go through it. He just wanted to see if he would do it.
Yeah, but that's kind of messed up, isn't it?
Like I said, man, if you know, from an American point of view, yeah, it would be. But I mean, America is different from other. Like America is very different from, especially the Hebrews. That America is very different from that. Yeah. That culture. So it's very hard to, like, honestly, it's really hard to use an American point of view on anything other than just American affairs.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, we're different than every other country, bro. Literally.
Yeah. If you're gonna apply an American point of view to what happened in the Bible, you're not even gonna read the Bible.
No, it's like
right.
2,000 years ago, bro.
Not just that, it's a different country. It's even if it was today, it's a different country. You still wouldn't get it.
Oh, I know, because they've also been separated for thousands of years.
So it's a different country, dude. They do.
That's like what I was just talking about, like with the Indian. Like, bro, I swear to God, Indian culture is so fascinating. It's crazy, bro. Super interesting. I actually, bro, I do. I think I'm about to make some food here in a minute. But do you have anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this up?
Yeah, I do want to talk about, this jellyfish phenomenon.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Jellyfish are taking over the ocean.
Okay, explain. I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, so basically, how water is like, polluted.
Yeah.
These days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
It's okay. So water is more polluted these days than it's ever been, and not only that, water is warmer than it's ever been.
Huh.
And that just so happens to be the perfect habitat for like jellyfish to multiply.
What the fuck?
And so jellyfish are like literally taking over the ocean.
Does it say that there would be something bad if that happened?
Well, basically, jellyfish are bad animals you want to keep to a minimum.
What makes them bad?
Oh, dude, well, you know how they get. You can't. They're dangerous. They are like. The stingers, the way that
Hey, you know what's proof of God to me? Jellyfish. Literally, how can you electrocute someone underwater and it doesn't kill you?
Yeah, I mean, the Most High does make some very interesting animals. But jellyfish are like a symbol of like how the wicked multiply. The wicked, even in the world today, can multiply when the world is polluted, when the world has less morals, and when the world is, being destroyed or whatever. The wicked can, thrive. And so you have wicked women and wicked men, like I'm talking about the popular crowd, can come together, start having all kinds of children, and they end up going to foster care or something, or they end up, a lot of them end up neglected and stuff. And this is the future. So the same thing that's happening in the ocean is basically happening on land too. You could call a certain amount of people jellyfish because they're the type that really thrive in like a polluted environment. and are really toxic. Jellyfish are toxic, and they're hurting other animals. I mean, they're very. You should read up on it.
I will.
Anybody listening to this, you should read up on it. Read up on what jellyfish, what harms they do to the.
Didn't they killed Steve Irwin, crocodile hunter?
I'm pretty sure that was a stingray.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Rest in peace.
Dude, look up what jellyfish, like what happens when they're so populated. It's just not good. Like, they've always been in the ocean, right? But when they are like the main ones that are doing good, like as far as, you know, populating,
yeah,
it's going to be tough for the fish that live in there. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that is weird.
No, they're very tough animals to like live with. That's the point.
That's kind of crazy thinking about what too many jellyfish looks like when the ocean is so big. Like, it seems like there would be enough room for them. Like, how much is too much? Like, how many are these? Like, I wish I could see how big of a problem this really is. Like, is there like a?
It's getting there.
Like, that's kind of crazy, bro. Like, if it's a problem, like, there's gotta. If the ocean's huge.
Yeah, it is.
So how does that become a problem?
Well, you know, because, you know, population doesn't stop, man. When they start populating, you know, it keeps going. You know, it could be, who knows? It could be more today than it was yesterday. You know, it's popular. It's a growing population.
What if they're like cockroaches now? That'd be so weird.
Like, it's a growing population.
Did you know that cockroaches breed 40 generations in 1 year?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know that. So they make jellyfish probably do numbers sort of like that.
Dude, 40 generations in 1 year. That's so gross. I can't believe roaches are that bad. They just constantly fuck, bro.
But no, they just have so many babies too.
Dude, like, think about literally, there are millions of cockroaches boning right now.
But just the boning, but then they just happen to have so many babies from it.
Think about literally, bro, how gross that is, thinking about cockroaches fucking.
I don't feel like I even know what that looks like.
I know, like, literally, there has to be like a dick and a pussy.
Yeah, see, I can't even imagine that.
I can't either. It's so small.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not really sure what they do to reproduce to each other. But they do have a lot of little roach babies when they do that. That's how they get up there to that number. But yeah, I did my research on those jellyfish, bro, and it's.
Dude, can you imagine, like, if anyone watches this, like, the kind of, like, discussions we've gone through, bro? Talking about, like, cockroaches fucking and shit.
Yeah, you know, just interesting stuff.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's a great place to end it, bro. Just leave them with that image. But yeah.
Or just, if anything, take away from it. What's
your final message, bro?
I think, the main thing from this message, mind your business and stay where you're welcome. Like, don't go sticking your nose in places you don't really belong. It could be very bad for you.
That is good practical advice. I don't like it, but it's true though.
Yeah, like, stay in your lane and don't be a busybody,
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like that's how you can live the happiest life.
Yeah, because I mean, say you like figure out some crazy truth to reality, you're not gonna be able. You're probably gonna get killed like right after that anyway. So it's like, yeah, you figured out the.
I don't think there's anything wrong with like finding out information, but that's the point. Is
well,
make
dude,
sure
think
you
about
have,
it. If you figured out that aliens were real, you're gonna want to tell someone.
That ain't what I'm talking about, though. What I'm talking about is actually like how you said about like information. Like, if you're gonna go into a place, have your information straight.
Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
Like, don't be just exploring and like expect everybody to just openly accept you. Have your information straight. It's like same things like when you like go into somebody's conversation. Don't just butt in.
Yeah.
And just be like, hey guys, like, oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. They're gonna look at you and just be like, oh, what are we talking about then? Because you just like jump right in. Like,
yeah.
It's never. I bet you 9 out of 10 countries think that's rude.
Yeah. That's even, honestly, that's rude in America, even, honestly.
No, that's rude, like, probably anywhere you go.
Literally, you could go to, like, literally, like, some random Chinese dude, and it would probably be rude. For real.
Yeah, dude, you could literally, I bet you go to a country that nobody's ever even heard of, and that's rude.
For real.
Like, hey, hey, guys, oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that girl is crazy. You just call my mom crazy, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, like, seriously. Like, all right, bro. I do gotta go. I'm gonna get some food. But you should, let's plan on kicking it Monday, bro.
All right, I hope so, man. God bless.
All right, you too. Love you, bro. Bro.